Data visualization series part number 17. Variable target line we are going to create. And whenever you have a column data and when the target is very, very variable each year or by each person, then you can use this chart, a simple bar chart, but we can convert into an amazing dynamic chart. So there are two examples, year wise, whether you have a year wise data like actual target. For example, target is 93 percentage and then actual is 100. And I have given the random between number every time it will change. And then similarly, like there are five personnel and X, Y, Z, X, Y. And then this is the sales and what is the target, right? So these two we have. And if you wanted to have data labels like this, you can also have the data labels. All you need to do is that you need to have the text formula. So let's go ahead and create from the beginning. So what I'm going to do is that all you need to do is that you need to follow just 5 steps. With that, we'll be able to do. Let's create. So I'm just giving this as 17.1. And let me delete this one. And let's say this is the data I have. So let's say I'll create the random data. Let me do it for one data set and you can do that same similar one for the other data set. Let's say the random between, let's say 85 to 100. And the target is, let's say random between 95 to 100 example. Or it could be more, right? So this is the one. And this is the additional one. If you don't want too many legends and you want combined legends, you can do it with the help of the text formula. All you can do is you can combine. In the previous video also we have done. And if you don't want T, you can remove that. For example, let's say if you want like this is 92 and the target is 97. If you wanted to mention the target T for target, you can also do that. So now let's go ahead and create this one. Just select the data set and go select the data set, go to insert and recommended chart. And so first chart is coming up. So cluster column chart is coming up. So have a go with that. And a couple of things we're gonna do it. I'll make it slightly bigger. Okay, so let's say we don't need this thing, right? We don't need grades and all that. So there are two ways we can do. Either you can go to plus mark and remove grid lines. Okay, we don't need. And chart title, we can keep it equal to, you can give. You can keep it on the formula bar and then invoke this. So this is great. And now, see data labels, we don't need this also. Okay. Here, what I'm going to do is that this series is called target, right? So I'll undo it. So this is target, right? Orange color is target. So what I'm going to do is that right click on this and go to change data type. And here you can see that combo because this is sales is X, one variable, another target is another variable. So we can go here and then go to scatter. So you can see that this is all chart. I mean, dots have been created. The scatter dots have been created. And all you can do is that you can go to insert and pick up the shape and anything is fine. For example, let's say I'm just taking this. Okay. You can just take this and make it black, make it 3. So width should be 3 pt. This is great. Now, what you can do, copy this, just place it on the bar. Now this has been created. So the next you can click on the blue, go to the format, and you can see that overlap should be 100 and the width you should reduce it as much as possible. So maybe I'll keep it like 10 example, right? 10 I will keep it. Okay, this is great. So now maybe I can keep it slightly bigger. Okay. So, I mean, I'll keep it like just 20 as an example. Okay. So now what I realize is that this shape, I mean, we can just delete this also, and we can delete this also. We will just see this later. Okay. Now this has been done. And all you can do is that you can just invoke and data series. Go to this first, you can have the data labels. So the data labels, you can keep it either ways you can do. Or for example, let's say for this, I'm going to have a data labels. And this data labels, I'm going to change it to something, this one, data label, this one. So it looks great. So it has both the information, right? It has a target and actual. Why this is not coming? So go to this, select this data set. Yeah, I forgot to give okay. Yeah, okay. So you can see here, and then you can give like above or below. right? Or in anywhere is fine, right? And show header line, this is not required, and this is done. Or you can keep it in the center, or you can keep it in the left, or right, or above, or below. Let's say we can keep it below. Yeah. So you can see here, this is done. Now I realize that this target line is slightly smaller, right? What I will do, I will just, the width is slightly smaller. What I will do, I will just increase it here. Maybe I'll go for 2. Just copy this and then replace with this. Now it looks better. Maybe I can give 2.2, maybe an example. Yeah. Copy this and paste it here. Yeah. So now this is slightly better, right? And then what you can do, overall chart, I'm gonna use only Arial, and then I'm gonna say bold and all that. And then let me add the shape fill also. So this has also been done. Now we need only white color. White color is also been there, right? So now you can see that the Mr. X hasn't met the target. Target was 97. And if you wanted to have that X, if you wanted to see, you can also have, right? So let's say data labels. So let's say this is, if you don't need, you can just remove it. Like you can just, because it's a variable, so it doesn't matter. So you can see that this is already there, right? So we can see that this is not met. The only Miss X has met the target. And every time when you change it, automatically it change. So you can see here. Now all these people have not changed. Only Mr. X has, met the target. So like this, every time it will change. So this color, I will change it here. Let's I'll say orange color. And let it continue to be there as same color, right? So now you see every time when you change, automatically this get changed. So this gives a good, flexibility that what is the target, who hasn't met. For example, in this case, 2 people have met, Mr. Y and Mr. Z, and the other 3 people have not met, and everything it gives that detail, right? So this is how we can further improvise. If you want to further improvise, let's say you wanted to create a blocks, you can still do it. Copy this one. And let's say I want like only the orange color. You can see here. I'll just copy this, paste it here, and right click, go here, and then you can give stack, right? So now this is also there, like, so he has met only 2 stacks, and the third one hasn't done the maximum who has done and all that. Still, if you wanted to give more grids, you can give. For example, let's say if you want to give 5 grid, you can give. So all these is possible. And every time when you change the data, and automatically this will get updated. For example, I'm just refreshing it. Every time when you give it, automatically get refreshed. While the target line is also moving, and then the actual also moving. So whenever you have both the variables, you can very well use it. Similarly, you can do it for year wise or name wise or people wise. You can very well do it. I hope you find it useful. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have a wonderful day.